Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my 1 month update since my gastric sleeve surgery. So if you're interested in hearing about my update, please stick around. Hi everyone, so thanks for coming back. I'm sorry if I'm not completely centered in the video. I'm trying to be as center as possible, but it's kind of hard. I see myself reflected in a mirror, so sorry if it's crooked. So today's video is going to be my 1 month update. I'm cheating a little bit. I think I'm actually 2 days over my 1 month update. Originally, I had wanted to do a video every single week, but it ended up that time went by quicker than I expected. And we're at 1 month already. I can't believe that it's been 1 month since all of that has happened. And here I am. Just to give you a weight update. I am officially down 40 pounds today. I had my, I was going to say monthly, but I've had my 1 month update with my surgeon. So I got weighed on one of those medical scales, which confirmed. So I'm down 40 pounds, which I'm pretty happy about. I would say that I'm looking forward to be down another 40 and really see all of the changes physically that brings with it. I know some people, mostly at work, because that's where I see most of my people in my daily routine, they say that it shows, but when you see yourself every single day, sometimes it's kind of hard to see the difference. So I do see a little bit in my face and in my stomach. So I'm looking forward to more changes to come. So yeah, so like I said, today I had my meeting with my surgeon, and basically he just went over how I had found the surgery, how I had found the recovery, and if there was anything that I had gone through that needed talking about, such as if I had any pain, or he was interested if when I ate, if I felt like anything blocked, because there's some people, one of the consequences of getting the surgery, I don't have any kind of percentage to tell you exactly how often it can happen, but one of the consequences is a kind of stenosis in your esophagus, which means that your esophagus can narrow, or even parts of your stomach can narrow following the surgery. So I know that questioning was really to make sure that I didn't have any kind of blockage happening, and thankfully I don't. So that's good news. And he just basically told me to keep going at it, and that I was doing a job and to start moving more. But right now we're in December, and it's kind of hard to go walking around Canada in December. We've had a lot of snow so far, and it's starting to get pretty cold. So I can say that it's not super tempting to go walking outside. So I'm going to maybe look into a gym to try and get moving, because I would like to help along the weight loss. So a little bit about my first month. Let's start with food. So food-wise, in the beginning, I really started slow. I really followed the meal plan that I had. And then once I reached step 5, I was really able to integrate anything that I wanted, of course in small quantities. And the important thing is to eat protein. Protein is what you need the most, and what I'm having the most problems reaching. I need to eat 60 grams of protein a day. And I would say my go-to is any kind of snack is cottage cheese, because it's low in fat and has a lot of protein. Or you can have some of those yogurt drinks for snacks as well. But overall, I'm having a lot of problems getting that protein. If anyone has any suggestions about any kind of snack or meal that's high protein, feel free to let me know, because I'm always in search of something that can help reach my 60 grams of protein per day. So I've had no problems really with anything that I eat, and I'm really lucky. A lot of people I know, they'll try something, example salad, and they'll be sick immediately, and I haven't been sick on anything at all so far. It was kind of funny when I went to go and see the nutritionist. I had told her that everything was going well, I didn't have problems with anything, and she kind of laughed and she said, anyone who doesn't have problems seems to feel bad that they don't have any problems, whereas it's great if you don't have any problems. Take it and run with it. So that was kind of a moment of, yeah, but I feel like it should be harder than it is. there's also some people who experience more problems later on. So after like the 1 month or 2 month mark, then they'll start to have some problems. I can't say specifically. I'm talking more about food, digesting food. But so far, I can't complain. Only once I had previously made some pancakes, really, really thin pancakes, and I had taken a pancake cold from the fridge, and I had tried eating a bit of it because I was looking for something to eat, and that made me feel nauseous. Not that I was going to be sick, but I felt like it was hard in my stomach. It felt like it didn't really want to be there. So, sorry. So, that would be the only thing that I've really had problems with. So basically right now I can eat anything that I want, only in small portions. Usually my breakfast, I'll have a hard-boiled egg in the morning with some cottage cheese. And I always eat breakfast at work just because I'm the kind of person that wakes up and goes to work right away. I can't sit around for an hour or 2 hours before I have to go to work. So I'm really wake up, get dressed, get in my car, and go to work. So I usually eat when I'm at work, and most of the time, for a while, I've been having an egg, some cottage cheese, and I bring little Melba crackers instead of making a toast or something, and I can eat as much as I want. I can have 1 cracker or 2 or none instead of wasting a whole bread. So I thought that was practical. And for lunch, usually I have a leftover supper, so some protein, whatever meat was in that meal, and a starch and a vegetable. And supper is the same thing, so it would be some kind of meat and a starch and a vegetable. And I would say my quantities are still smaller than the recommended amount. I'll make myself a plate. I don't measure anything anymore. In the beginning, I would really measure. If I would take a soup or something, it would be like 1/4 of a cup or 1/2 a cup. Right now, I don't measure anything. I just give myself what looks about to be the right portion, and I eat very slowly. And when it seems that I have the kind of feeling that I've had enough, or it's starting to be a little bit rough going down, then I'll stop, and usually I'm fine until my next meal, or if I think I should maybe eat a snack. So it's never measured anymore, which is a good thing because it's kind of hard to sometimes measure out some items. But I really just go with how I'm feeling, any kind of reaction I'm having, so that's really a good plus. And drinking wise, I don't drink the amount that I'm supposed to. But I mean, it's all an adaptation. So if you're not drinking the amount you're supposed to and you're about the same place as me, you're not alone. I would say I don't reach my 1 liter of liquids per day. Right now I'm supposed to be having 1.5 to 2 liters of liquid per day, and I'm so far from there. So I really have to work on that because I'm scared of getting dehydrated. A funny story, the other day, I was looking for something to drink, and I decided that I hadn't had a glass of milk in a long time, so I went and poured myself a glass of milk. I would say a glass, but I always drink out of cups because my cups are right next to my fridge, so it's very rare I'll drink out of a glass. So I had about the size of a coffee cup, and I filled it full of milk. And I was doing something on my computer, so I went to my computer, and I continued doing what I was doing, and without thinking, I just grabbed my cup and chugged away like as if there was nothing I had never been operated on. And I could say right away I drank about half the cup, which I would say would equal out to about 1/2 a cup. And I remember just like drinking it down and putting my cup there, and the realization hitting me that you just drank 1/2 a cup of liquid at one time. And I kind of backed off from my computer. I didn't know if I was going to be sick or not, and especially milk. Milk is kind of heavy. And it kind of like hit me. I had like a cramp in my stomach, and I was trying not to panic. I didn't want to be sick. And I kind of felt a little dizzy. And it kind of passed, but I wasn't really feeling super good. Not that I didn't even really get nauseous. It was just like a you don't feel good kind of feeling. It's kind of hard to explain. For a good 15-20 minutes where I was like, oof, I'm not feeling super good. I didn't want to lay down because I didn't want to have all of that liquid have the chance to come back towards my mouth. So I just sat there and I had to breathe for a good 15-20 minutes, and then eventually passed. But I didn't feel like drinking the other half of that cup of milk. I was not interested. I had tried, and right away it hit me, so I couldn't. So it was kind of funny that so easily I had forgotten that I had to be careful with what I was doing, because otherwise something bad could happen. I could either like be sick, or I didn't want to actually physically hurt myself on the inside because you're still healing. So that's kind of funny that I completely forgot, and I was like, what are you doing? So that's my liquid story. Other than that, some positive things that I've noticed, I would say most probably from losing 40 pounds, is I have a little bit more energy when I'm walking around, when I'm going up and down stairs at work. I don't get tired from doing it. Like, I don't get out of breath, and I'm not like searching for my air. I feel like it's easier to move around a lot. Getting dressed in the morning is easier. Just doing small things seem to be a lot easier, and that's just with 40 pounds down. And I sleep a lot better, like a lot better. Before, I was waking up at least 2 or 3 times a night, and now I can sleep my entire night without getting up once, and it's fabulous. For a point, I was more tired going to bed for a longer period of time, because I would wake up so often in my night, and now it's like I don't wake up at all, or if I wake up, I just roll over and I fall back to sleep. And overall, I'm sleeping better. I can feel that I'm sleeping better. Sleep almost has like a sweet sensation to it. Like, every position is comfortable. Everything, I can fall to sleep easily. If I wake up, I can fall back to sleep, and I'm always comfortable. I'm not like tossing and turning. Well, I mean, there's some nights, of course, that happens to everybody, but in general, I'm not tossing and turning and trying to find like the right position. I just crash and I'm out, and I sleep through my whole night, and it's fabulous. So I'm really happy about that. Other good things, I would say, just in general, just energy and the sleeping thing. I'm sorry, I can't get over the sleeping thing. I love the sleeping thing. I had also, I think, mentioned in a previous video that before having the operation, I had a lot of irritable bowel syndrome, so IBS, and I was often going to the bathroom for number 2, and it was, I would say, on average, I would be going to the bathroom 3 to 4 times a day, which is a lot. No matter what I would eat, I would instantly have cramps, and I would go to the bathroom, and now that's completely gone. I don't remember the last time I had a stomach cramp. I don't think I've had any since I started eating solid food. I haven't had any. Maybe in the beginning, when I had just the liquid diet for those 4 days where I was just doing liquid, it was a little bit more rock and roll, but now it's totally like I'll go to the bathroom for once every 2 days. And it's very normal, and there's nothing special about it. And so it's a huge change from going 3 to 4 times a day to once every 2 days. And it's awesome. I can eat, and I can go out and do what I want and not have to worry about trying to find a bathroom or not eating, because I knew that where I was going there wasn't going to be a bathroom. So I can really like literally eat and go out and no worries. Sorry if I'm talking about going poo, but some people might have this problem and they're wondering if afterwards it's going to be the same thing or not. So really, for me anyways, I can't speak for everybody, but for me, it has made a huge difference, and it's amazing, and I'm happy that it turned out that way. And I hope that it turns out that way for other people too who have had that problem beforehand, because it's great, honestly. Another thing, well, today when I was talking to my surgeon, I mentioned that every single time I eat, I end up getting hiccups. It's really, really intense hiccups for, I would say, between 30 seconds to a minute, where it's hiccup, 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 hiccup. And I asked him, I was like, what is I'm not eating too fast, I'm not swallowing air. It takes me like a half an hour to eat the portion size of 1 egg. So I asked him, what is the purpose of the hiccups? And he said that I'm not the only one who's mentioned it to him, and what it is it's the reflux of your food, and my body is dealing with it with hiccups. That's how it's trying to settle the food. It gives me a hiccup. Like, I always associated hiccups to contractions in your diaphragm when you swallow too much air, but he said it's really my system that's having a reflux, and he said with time, slowly it'll go away. And if I compare it to in the beginning when I first started eating solid foods to now, there is already a big difference. And when I ate supper earlier, I didn't even get any So I can see already that it's getting better, but it was just really curious. I was like, food equals hiccups now? What is this? But he said, no, it's normal. A lot of people get it. And another problem that I had, which I'm pretty sure that I mentioned, was I ended up getting a mushroom in my mouth from the operation. And I had this special syrup for infections in your mouth that I have to rinse after every time I eat to try and get rid of the mushroom. And I'm not real good at following instructions, so I didn't really follow the instructions. And I would say that I've been rinsing my mouth now. Basically I have to rinse my mouth every time I eat in the morning and before I go to bed. So it's about 4 to 5 times a day. And I've been doing it maybe once every 2 days. So I know I haven't been following instructions. So I still have it. It's not as bad as it was, but I still have it. So I talked to him, my surgeon, today, and he said, take the mouth rinse that you have and do it properly and do it for 2 weeks. And when those 2 weeks are up, do it for another 2 weeks and it should be clear. So I have to do it properly, and I would say I have another month before my mouth is cleared, which I'm looking forward to because it's starting to get annoying. It's not as bad as it was, but I can still feel a texture on the roof of my mouth, and my tongue is still all white, so it would be nice to have that go away and be able to kiss my boyfriend, and without him being like, you ain't giving me that stuff. So I should really follow those instructions. So to resume my month, I would say everything is going a lot better than I expected. I really thought that it would be rough. I really thought that I would be going through all these problems of digestion and what I can eat, what I can't eat. And the only limitation I have is quantity. So that's actually really awesome. I can't believe that it's going as well as it is. Jinx, knock on wood, all of that stuff to make sure that it doesn't start to change direction. But it's going really well, and my weight loss is going well. Some people lose this amount of weight in like 6 months, and other people lose double in the time that I've had it. So, I mean, I guess you can't really judge on one person how much weight they've lost after surgery, but it can give a good indication about what's possible. Like, I didn't think that it would be 40 pounds in 1 month, but that's what I ended up getting. And I hope over the next month I can lose another 40 pounds. That would be awesome. But yeah, it's going a lot better than I thought it was going to go. And it's really encouraging because beforehand, you think of all the worst case scenarios. You think of everything that can go wrong. And I've been really lucky. So I hope other people out there who have had this surgery are as lucky as I am. Or if you've had any kind of complications, that they've gone away really quickly and they haven't gotten worse, or you've managed to talk to somebody or find some kind of help to help it go away, because when it goes well, it's great. And I mean, my big goals at the moment are eat more protein and drink more. So I couldn't ask for more. Like I said earlier, if anyone has any suggestions about good protein foods or ways to get more liquid into my system, feel free to let me know, because that would be great to have some kind of tricks, and other people would be able to read your comments as well. So that's my 1 month update. I'll try and get back again before the next month because Christmas is coming and I will be having work parties. So I'm kind of interested to try alcohol. In general, I'm not really a drinker, but like I'm looking forward to maybe seeing how a glass of wine would go down. And I know a lot of people say you get drunk very quickly, so I'm looking to see how a couple of sips of wine will go down. So if I manage to make a video after that, I'll definitely let you know. And if I only come back in a month, then I'll let you know about my second month. So I hope you like my video, and I hope anyone who is thinking about or is going through this at the moment, it really helps you and you can relate, or it can encourage you to do something if you're unsure about it. And I just really hope it helps. And if you like my videos, please like. If you have any comments, please comment below. Subscribe if you want to continue to watch my journey, and I really hope you come back for the next video. Thanks. Bye, guys.